I'm not going to lie, this took me at least a dozen hours to do, just this internal makeover. So, if you hate it, be gentle. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to my channel, I guess, and to, in theory, the Medieval Legacy Royal Gen. But we're going to do a castle tour. For those of you who have missed it, I mentioned it in one of my Not So Berry videos and on the community tab, but I had a fail to proceed error code, insert 20 letters and numbers here in relation to this lot. It was after the DirectX 11 upgrade of the game. I think the issue was some custom content that I had. It was some flowers in the mausoleum. So it's not the end of the world, but it did cause the game to break. I had to move the family out and then move them back in. All of their stuff was then in the household inventory and I had to redecorate. But I've taken the opportunity to do a complete internal makeover of this place. So the outside is the same, other than like I had to replace statues, so they may not be quite in the same order, but the household itself is the same. And a lot of the basic bones of it are the same. Like I didn't really move walls. This entryway is still the same, but I've completely redone the interiors so they're a bit more logical. Because what was happening before was upstairs in the bedrooms for the royal family were actually also the walkway. So if a sim wanted to get to, I don't know, the library, they had to walk through someone's bedroom to get there. It didn't make sense. So when you come in and you go right here, you're in the dining room. This is actually the chapel, the back entrance to the chapel. I moved this down from the top floor because I wanted to have the top floor be have enough space in it for the entire family. So they're all up on, like their bedrooms are all up on the top floor now. So I've moved our Order of the Watcher Church down to here. Then on this side, this is the main entrance for the chapel. And this is a little sitting room area for, the ladies' parlor kind of thing is the vibe I was going for with this one. A lot of these doors in the corners just have bathrooms in them, just so you know. I'm probably not going to show you all the bathrooms because it's a bathroom and you've seen a bathroom. This is the back entrance area. It looks a lot like the front entrance. Now, this is the knights area because, again, logically, this was on like the second floor previously. When I say the second floor, I mean what Australians would call the first floor. The second floor is where this was, but it doesn't make sense. Why would your knights be on the second floor? So I've moved everything down. This is James's room, the workout area, lots of weapons. That again is bathroom. That is servants' access to the next floor up, because I've linked them so that if you're in the servants' quarters and you go up, you're in the servants' quarters. Basement's actually pretty much the same. The only difference is that is the new wine cellar. This is like the servants' living area. They've got their own like breakout zone now where they can hang. Not that they will, but they could. So we've got like a game table for them, a dining table, sitting area with some like craft type stuff. And then this is Poppy's bedroom through here. So she's got a little bit more of a space now of her own. And I figured since her mum was Nalani, was her mum or her grandmother? She's a descendant of mermaids. She's not, but I've put a little bit of, that's like a nod to her mermaid heritage. And this is our little kitchen. So again, servants' quarter, all up this side on the ground floor, or first floor if you're in America, is the servants' wing of the ground floor, if that makes sense. So this is, it's a kitchen, right? I could, in theory, the way I've designed this now, lock these doors so that only Desiree and the staff, lock it individually for every member of the royal family. I may do that down the track. I probably won't to start with. We've got like a little pantry area in here. This is pretty much all just decor, honestly. A lot of it is just for decoration. And that, I think, was that another bathroom? I actually don't remember. It was. The bathrooms all pretty much look the same. So if we go back through here, this takes us back to where we came in. This is the new dance floor area. It's basically the same. I've changed the kind of internals a bit. So this used to be doors all along here, but because that now goes into the servants' quarters, there used to be glass doors on both sides. The one wall change I've made is you'll notice on the top floor, it comes in an extra level because I needed slightly more space for walkways. So this is like our main ballroom area, and that's the ground / first floor. So we'll go, actually, let's do the basement first. It is basically the same as the last one. So we'll go down the stairs This is largely the same. I don't think I need to give you guys a tour. The main changes, honestly, is in some of the backdrops and stuff, just because I took a bunch of CC out when I was troubleshooting. I thankfully didn't lose any of my urns. That's Princess Coraline's room, and I've just replaced all of the bunches of flower, mostly with My Wedding Stories and Love Struck flowers, because they're all quite cute. So we've got the knights again on the main hall here. We have our one knight who's in the naughty corner over there because he was naughty. We don't have that much wine. We have some wine. That's what Gregory made before he passed away. That's the basement. It hasn't really changed. Up on the first/second floor, let me find the stairs. So let's imagine we've come up the servants' quarters stairs because we are but a humble servant. I've got trash chutes rather than bins in this building just because it is so huge. The Sims AI isn't smart enough to path them outside to a bin. So I've put trash chutes all over the place just so that when the Sims do actually collect rubbish, they can take it somewhere close. We've got, again, another bathroom. Through here, we have Barrow's room, who is our butler. So that's a little butler space. We've got a little sitting area here. Again, more stairs up to the royal wing. Through here, we get into the royal quarters. Now, the intent of this floor is mostly sort of sitting areas for the royal family. I thought about having like a music room with all the instruments, but we have so many instruments because I've also got a CC lute and a CC cello, which is right there, plus the piano and the organ and the violin, and it was just a lot. So I've just spread it out throughout this floor basically. So this is like a little kind of bar area. There's one bar on the ground floor in the dining table room. Then we've got another one here. I've also put a fridge on every floor. It's intended just, again, for pathing issues because the Sims have to walk a long way to get to the dining room. And then we come through here. This is the study, and then this actually was the old Crown Princess's room. Remember how I told you guys, I think in the last video, about all the heritage of this room? I changed it to something else. We've got big old statue boy here, and then this is the one and only functioning computer in the house. It's CC, so it doesn't look like a computer, but it is. This is a bathroom. There's a toilet through there, but it's private bathroom for this room. We come back through here and go through here, and this takes us into a little walkway, which takes us to the other corner of the building. We've got, I think this is actually a game table here. So we got a second game table, but for the royalty this time. Chess table, we've got another easel. I think there was one downstairs. And again, another bathroom. I think there's like 2 or 3 bathrooms on each floor. And we've got a violin there. We'll go through this next. Now this is just a corridor. So, ooh, are you okay? Poppy's phasing out of reality here, you guys. I don't know what she's putting books away, which I love that for us. And James is reading. But why does she look like that? What's happening? I don't understand why she looks like that. But good on her, she's putting books away. Now, the reason I have a walkway is because I didn't want people walking through the throne room. So if someone's coming to petition the king for something, they can come in here to the throne. He sits there with his knights on either side. Yes, there is bars of gold there. That's a leftover from a previous king, to be honest. But I figured, why not? I already had it in the household inventory, so I would add it to the collection. So if someone were to petition the king, the idea is they come up the stairs. This is like a waiting area. There are books. They can be very impressed with how wealthy the king is in this nice golden room. And then that's the throne room they go into. This is a sort of separate waiting area. And then this is, again, a bathroom. Then we've got sideways strafing. We're back where we started. So let's go back up to the next floor, which is the royal wing. So this living quarters on this floor for the servants' quarters, it basically just has the plants. There should be more plants than that in here. I don't know why it's only loaded in that many. I'm gonna just actually have a quick look. Yes, there is. I don't know why it was only showing that many, but this is all the plants we had before, except for the handful that were in the servants' quarter on the previous floor. A chair for like if you're waiting on the king's pleasure to assist him with something, or more likely if you're waiting on the queen's pleasure to assist her with her corsets. So you come out here through this door. Through here is Desiree's room. She gets a bit more space because she is my favorite and my best. I also, in all of our photos, we had a photo of her parents. So I thought that would be really cute in her room. Plus the painting that Vivian painted of her like 1,000 years ago now. So this corridor basically just does a loop around the main area, like the central area. If you were to follow this around and just keep turning right, you'd end up back here. All of these doors are different bedrooms, or bathrooms in this case. And that's another bathroom. These two are actually pretty much identical. If we go over here, this takes you to what will be our 5th baby's bedroom. Unless it turns, well, I figured this will be the 5th baby's nursery to start with regardless. Oh, that's unfortunate. If it turned out the 5th baby was a boy, he wouldn't stay in this room forever. If it's a girl, this will be her room forever. If we go left from Desiree's room, this is Lily's room. Now, obviously she is the crown princess still, so she gets the fancy room. If she's to have a younger brother, he will ultimately end up with this room. It has a lot of the same stuff that was in the old crown princess's room in terms of decor and stuff, like the painting and the curtain and stuff was in the previous room. I think it was a different curtain because the wall height was different, but her own fireplace, which I've currently got Desiree upgrading because I don't want us all to burn to death. She has her own private bathroom because she's the crown princess. Oh, that's floating. That's lovely. Here we have Lily with a plate of delicious looking food that if someone put that in front of me and it wasn't however many polygons that is, then I'd be very happy. This is Princess Grace's room. You know, she's just being put to bed by her mum. This is our new infant girl, so baby number 4. It's an infant's room. I mean, I don't know what you would say about this, but I've coloured it red because that is her colour. Then we have along here 2 doors in this little side passage bit. Now these are stairs that come up from down below, but we've got linked rooms here. So these are the twins. We have Raya here in her little green room because she's our green princess. I'm hoping, again with the colour coding, that I will remember which room, because I used to get so lost in this castle. I'd constantly be like, where's that again? These are in theory logically organised, so hopefully I will internalise it. They actually have a shared bathroom, so they're not quite as fancy as Lily. They don't get a private bathroom, but I figure because they're twins, the idea of them sharing a bathroom actually really worked for me. Hello, Edward. He's come up to check on the baby. This obviously is Sarah's room. Sarah's the one that showed the unhealthy interest in the mausoleum previously. I gave her a couple of paranormal stuff pack items like that dresser and stuff, the bird. I'm imagining as she gets older, we might lean into that a bit more. I think that could be quite fun. But this is their bedroom. And then we come along here. This is the royal bedroom, as I'm sure you could guess. It's actually the same size as Lily's. It's just more fancy. So we have fancy royal bed, all of the their marriage certificate. We've got, that's just cool because it's got a crown on it. We've got some of the family photos here, but I have spread them out a lot more. Paintings and these things that Edward had at the Henford on Bagley estate, at the Ward estate. He had these as toys when he was little, so I like to imagine that he brought them with him. So he's got the same things. New fireplace needs to be upgraded because I don't want us all burning to death. And then, like what we had before, in fact this is the same room as what he had before, it's just slightly narrower because again I don't want Sims walking through, so it's actually a downgrade in terms of size on their old bedroom, but it will mean they'll have more privacy. I don't know, I've never looked inside this cupboard. There's like shoes and ties, and anyway, it's fine. So that's their walking cupboard, and then they again have a private bathroom. That's the royal bedroom. And then I think we're basically back where we started. That's stairs going down again. And then we're back at the baby's bedroom, or future baby. She's not even pregnant with this baby yet. I was just future planning. That's the overarching floor plan. So you'll see what I mean about that central hallway. And that's why I pushed out the walls, because on the ends here, there was enough room for the Sims to have a 2-step corridor, mainly because this is just like a bathroom toilet. Whereas here, because I wanted them to have like a big fancy bedroom and bathroom and blah, blah, blah. And same thing here. I didn't think having a 1-tile walkway along here befit the dignity of the crown. So that's the actual floor plan for the top floor. In terms of servants' quarters, there's actually not a lot. Obviously, I don't think I showed you, that's the nanny's room. She's going to have a bit of a hike to the baby over here, but at least they're on the same floor as one another, and she's not sleeping in the baby's bedroom like she used to. So she's got her own private bedroom now, which she never had before. This floor, obviously, like I said, has all of the kind of sitting areas and the throne rooms. So we've got throne room, waiting room, servants' quarters there. I figured Barrow as the butler would be more elevated. He's not a ground floor / first floor servant. He's a first floor / second floor servant. He doesn't get a window though, so let's not go crazy. Lots of bathrooms on this floor. There's like 3. So we've got an organ room, we've got a library, we've got a larger sitting room with a piano and the cello, which is actually Edward's instrument that he's been playing, and a bar and stuff. So lots of different sort of entertainment options, corners, nooks and crannies where Sims can sit and talk and conspire. And then, like I said, ground floor, I imagine a guest would come in, and if they're not going to the ballroom, they might be going to a feast, which would be here. Then if they are being entertained, they could kind of walk through the ballroom and then come through to here if they're going like, meeting with the Queen. And then we've got like the prayer room, which is something that realistically the Sims will never path to this space in terms of Sims AI. There's nothing in here for them to do really, but obviously we want it for storytelling reasons. And then this side, like I said, is the servants wing. Edward will be in this space because he does work out, so it's not exclusively for servants. This is also for Sims who want to get some exercise. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came together reasonably well. In a way, it was a blessing in disguise to have that error. I'll just jump into live mode. It is nighttime. That's why I was doing that in build mode. But I had to kind of rebuild it from the ground up. What happened was this lot was originally a Spooky Day base game pack. The creator basically made a giant haunted house castle. But I went through and I kept things like their original kitchen, and where they had bedrooms, I kept them as bedrooms and stuff, but I took out all the Spooky Day stuff and changed the vibe, and then it kind of grew over time. I never really changed the floor plan at all. The only thing I really did, other than adding the entire basement level, was turn that central courtyard into a covered area that we could have balls and stuff like that, because we didn't have like a ball room. I think it was originally I want to say a swimming pool. So it may have been a swimming pool. I may be thinking of something else, but I think it was originally a swimming pool. So that was the only change I made originally, but it meant because the original floor plan, this would be a room and they'd just have doors on either end. It meant for a Sim to get from here to here, they'd just walk through. And there were times when I would have Edward and Fiona about to get romantic with one another, and Poppy would walk through the room. She'd just cut through because she was going to go clean something up because she's a good maid. Not great for the king and queen to have a servant just walk through the room as they're flirting with one another and contemplating getting romantic with one another. So I am actually really happy with this. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you think. My intention is I will upload this now. I hopefully we'll have time to record an actual proper part of Medieval because I want to catch you guys up on where everything is at. Oh, look at you. What are you even painting? It's fine. I'm going to leave this one here, you guys. Let me know what you think of the makeover. I am really happy with it. I'm not going to lie, this took me at least a dozen hours to do, just this internal makeover. So, you know, if you hate it, be gentle. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.